Argentinian paranormal enthusiast Germa Extremo decided to test his luck and streamed live from a cemetery at night. You get the idea. If there's anywhere to catch something creepy, it's there. He wandered through the graveyard looking for an adrenaline rush, but it seems like he went a bit too far.
No. No quiero creer que esto sean gotas de sal. Llévala. No me tienten. No me tienten, por favor. Madre, esta tumba. ¿Qué es esto? No, amigo, no, una Ouija. Lo siento mucho. Voy a agarrar con la bolsa. No. Oh, ya fue con la mano.
At one point, he found a Ouija board on a child's grave. He hesitated but still picked it up. And that might have been his biggest mistake, because from that moment on, a series of eerie and truly terrifying events began.
Me voy. Disculpen, amigos, disculpen de verdad, pero son oportunidades que pasan una vez en 1000 años. Así que me voy. Espere.
Almost having a heart attack, he decided to leave the cemetery. But on his way out, his flashlight briefly illuminated a dark, hooded figure. He didn't notice it at the time, but we sure did. A couple of weeks later, things escalated.
Miren, amigo. Son las, a ver si se ve, 3:35 de la madrugada. Otra vez me despierto por ruidos fuertes en el techo y cuando me asomo por la ventana, miren. ¿Qué es eso? Explíquenme. ¿Qué es eso? Vamos a ver de afuera. Vamos a ver si se ve de acá. Vamos a ver. Miren. Miren. ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué onda? Hola. ¿A quién busca? ¿Qué onda? Miren. Foca. ¿Qué? ¿Qué se hizo?
At 3:35 a.m., strange noises on the roof woke him up. He looked out the window and freaked out when he saw a disturbing figure watching him from outside. Trying to summon whatever courage he had left, he ran outside, but the figure had vanished. The strange events didn't stop there. It continued haunting him, circling his house and even sneaking inside to make noise in the dead of night.
Hey! ¿Qué pasa? ¡Ey! ¿Hay alguien ahí? Verde, negro.
As always, the audience split into two camps. Paranormal believers said he brought this upon himself. Touching a Ouija board in a graveyard is basically signing your own death warrant. Skeptics, on the other hand, are convinced it's all just a stunt for views. But what really happened? That's for you to decide. A girl just wanted to record a simple video of herself grabbing a late-night snack at 3 a.m. in the kitchen. But instead of a casual midnight munch, she captured something so terrifying that she might never want to wake up at night again. Let's take a look.
Wow, masih ada sisa nasi sedikit dan bakso. So yummy. So, kita langsung aja ambil mangkok.
In the footage, something with long hair and a pale face peeks from behind the stairs. Creepy as hell. At first, she didn't even notice it, but when she turned around, the figure was standing on the staircase, scaring her even more. What was it? A ghost? Or just a very hungry and very weird-looking friend? Hard to say for sure, but if this was real, whatever it was definitely wouldn't have left her alone so easily. While on patrol, a police officer spotted something in the sky that defies logical explanation. What he saw was so bizarre and terrifying that even a seasoned cop started questioning reality. The video's description claimed it was a portal to another world.
Okay, going inside now.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but one thing's for sure. His life hasn't been the same since that night. He admitted that ever since he can't stop watching the skies, convinced that what he witnessed might have been a warning of something terrifying yet to come. Recently, creepy Japanese videos have been resurfacing from the depths of the internet, terrifying viewers all over again. Two girlfriends had just moved into a new home and decided to have a fun night, telling scary stories, scrolling through social media, the usual sleepover stuff. At first, it was all fun and games, but then they started sharing urban legends that scared them as kids. Suddenly, they heard a scream. Knowing that they were the only ones in the house, they went to check the hallway. And found a small bowl filled with bones. Nearly scared to death, they threw the thing away and went to wash their hands. But that's when things got really terrifying. In the background of the video, a horrifying figure appeared behind one of the girls. Her friend, who was filming, completely lost it. The video's description claimed they had accidentally summoned something. The comment section, as always, was divided. Some believed it was the spirit of someone who had lived there before. Others thought it was a creature that had entered our world through a portal they accidentally opened. And of course, skeptics insisted it was just another horror project. If that's the case, these girls should definitely start making full-length horror films. This old video first surfaced in the summer of 2024 and immediately became one of the top entries in the Bigfoot sightings category. The description states that this is rare footage of an injured young male Bigfoot caught on camera. We see a dark, thin figure moving across a field. It has the dome-shaped head typical of many reported Bigfoot sightings. But the strangest part is how it moves. It's limping, slightly hopping, with one arm pressed to its body while the other is stretched outward. Another curious detail is its size. Many argue that the Bigfoot in the video looks too small and thin, but some point out that female or younger individuals may be smaller than the massive males. So, what is this? A real young Bigfoot or just another hoax? The next clip was uploaded to Reddit by a woman named Carrie. She's hoping someone can help her figure out what's going on. She explains that this footage comes from a motion-activated camera in her bedroom. When no one was home, it captured something truly unsettling.
It didn't even pick up that motion.
The creepiest part? A shadow appears on the right side of the screen. But who cast it if the only person in the room was her sleeping husband? According to Carrie, everyone in the house has felt something strange. Lights flicker randomly, and they sometimes hear voices coming from empty rooms. Some people advised her to cleanse the house with sage, but does that even work? Wouldn't it be easier to just move out and forget this nightmare ever happened? When a family in Taiwan returned home, they were met with an unexpected nightmare. The floor tiles in their dining room had exploded into pieces. Trying to understand what happened, they checked their home security footage. And here's what they saw. Something fast-moving started shifting beneath the tiles, causing them to bulge and shatter before their eyes. Think it's an earthquake? Probably not, since nothing else in the house was moving. Paranormal fans are convinced this was an aggressive entity trapped under the floor, trying to break free. I personally think it's more likely a construction flaw, maybe air pockets under the tiles. But then again, why did it happen only when no one was home? Drop your thoughts in the comments. One TikToker shared a seriously creepy clip that looks more like a nightmare come to life.
is that? What the fuck was that?
He noticed something peeking out of the bathroom, even though he was alone in the house. In the next moment, he turned on the light and stepped closer, but by then, the figure was gone.
Bro, what was that? What the fuck was that, bro?
If you think about it, how else could we successfully run a country as big and diverse as America? The left laughed.
In the comments, he said it looked like a woman with a hood covering her head, but viewers had their own theories. One popular idea: it was just a reflection in a bathroom mirror. And honestly, that actually sounds pretty plausible. This spine-chilling video recently surfaced on a small YouTube channel run by an aspiring blogger. In April 2021, she and her friend decided to explore an abandoned house hidden deep in the woods. It looked eerie enough, but that didn't stop them from stepping inside and inspecting the rooms one by one. At first, everything seemed fine until they encountered this. Terrified, they bolted, but in the wrong direction. Instead of heading for the exit, they ran upstairs and hid in one of the rooms. Once they realized their mistake, they tried to escape through the roof. The guy was the first to climb up into the attic, and that's when things took a horrifying turn. As you can see, a pale, ghastly face appears in the ceiling hatch, sending the duo into an even greater panic. The girl desperately tries to flee, only to come face to face with the same creature again. I don't know if either of them had a heart attack that night, but they were definitely lucky to get out. What kind of monster was this, and how did it always end up in their path? That remains a mystery, unless, of course, this whole thing was staged. In this next clip, a man was filming a video for his friends, proudly showing off the wooden gazebo he had just built, complete with bright lights for evening gatherings. But as he admired his handiwork, his camera caught something utterly bizarre. Let's take a look.
Saung yang baru dibangun ini keren tuh, lihat pakai lampu-lampu keren di sini dan itu astagfirullahaladzim, apa itu? Ya Allah ya Akbar, subhanallah subhanallah. Allah Akbar, subhanallah. Apa itu? Ya Allah.
A pale, unsettling head appears behind the trees near his gazebo, moving up and down in a slow, eerie motion. What the hell is that? He has no idea, and neither do I. So I'm counting on you guys to help figure it out. Drop your theories in the comments. I'm curious to see what you think. This next intriguing video was originally posted on Facebook. Its exact location is unknown, but what's clear is that it was recorded by a motorcycle dash cam during a daytime ride. Everything seems perfectly normal at first, until this happens. Let's rewind and watch again. Right here, the recording shows the biker overtaking another rider and pulling ahead. But just seconds later, he suddenly stops, looks back, and there's the same motorcycle he just passed. Only now, there's no one riding it. This eerie event has given rise to some wild theories. The most popular one? That the biker was abducted by aliens mid-ride. Others suggest it was a glitch in the Matrix, or some kind of dimensional shift. As always, it's up to you to decide which explanation makes the most sense. This eerie image has been circulating online for a while now, showing something terrifying peeking out from behind a tree. Unfortunately, I couldn't track down the original video, but according to some questionable sources, the picture was taken by a thrill seeker wandering through the American wilderness at night. Supposedly, he was just roaming the forest with a flashlight when he stumbled upon this. He managed to snap a photo, but beyond that, the story remains a mystery. Believe it or not, it's up to you. Personally, it looks like Photoshop to me, and the backstory sounds completely made up. This video clip first appeared on YouTube, and it looks like leaked footage of modern-day tomb raiders looting a cave in Peru's Nazca region, and in the process, they seem to have made one of the most baffling discoveries imaginable. Let's check it out. If this footage is real, then the raiders captured the image of some kind of lifeless, bluish extraterrestrial being. But what was it doing in the cave, and why was it blue? Those questions remain unanswered, just like the biggest mystery of all. Why is footage like this always recorded in the worst possible quality? Seriously, does anyone know the answer to that? A man named Zach works the night shift at one of Mexico's most well-known convenience store chains. Several of his co-workers claim they've heard strange voices while working alone at night. Some have even witnessed items mysteriously moving on the shelves. Allegedly, years ago, this very store was the site of a violent robbery that ended in tragedy, the death of an employee. One night, while Zach was working alone, he decided to record his shift to show his girlfriend later. But what he captured on camera was truly unsettling. If you look closely, you can see a dark, shadowy figure moving behind the store shelves. But when Zach steps out of the back room to investigate, there's no one there. Keep in mind, the store was already closed to customers at this hour, so who or what was walking around? Could it really be the spirit of the slain employee still lingering in the store, or was Zach just trying to go viral? Viewers were horrified by this next video, which was filmed in Peru late at night. A young couple was walking home from an evening out when they stumbled upon this. Understandably, they kept their distance, and that thing? It just sat there, crouching on all fours, eerily tilting its head from side to side. The couple was frozen in fear, unsure of what to do. While it's unclear how this encounter ended, or what that figure actually was, many viewers believe it was a skinwalker. Fancy some gummy candies? Here, have some. Just don't mind their mouths. A TikToker recently posted footage of some strange, unsettling creatures. But most of the commenters think they've cracked the mystery. If you Google black tie orandas, you'll find exactly what these things look like. So, it turns out these creepy jelly-like blackberries with mouths are actually small black fish. Mystery solved.